How to pronounce your name? Hemasu.
Himanshu.
Himanshu. Himanshu. Your evaluator is our distinguished toastmaster, Ram Prasad. May I have Ram to read out the objectives?
Okay.
The objectives of this project, Persuade with Power, are the following. Persuade the listeners to adopt your viewpoint or ideas, or to take some action. Appeal to the audience interest. Use logic and emotion to support your position, and avoid using notes. The time is 5 to 7 minutes.
Time is 5 to 7 minutes. Although I don't have his introduction form, but I will advise you next time, please come on time. Thank you. And the title, sir? Go beyond your comfort zone. Go beyond your comfort zone.
Bunty and Bubbly. Those were the twins inside the mother's womb and talking to each other. Bunty asks Bubbly, do you believe in life after birth? Bubbly says, sure, of course. There has to be a life after birth. And probably we are preparing for that. Bunty replies, you got to be kidding. There can't be a life after birth. And if you think there is a life, what would you think it would be like? Bubbly replies, I don't really know. Probably we'll eat with our mouth and walk on our legs. Bunty, oh, that's utterly stupid. How can you eat with that ridiculous mouth? And how can you walk, and where will you walk to? The umbilical cord is so small. Bubbly says, I don't really know how it will be like. Probably our mother will take care of us. And that's what we call life. Mother? You believe in mother? There is no such thing. There is death after birth. There is no life. That was the talk. Because they say no one has ever returned from there after birth. No one is there returning to the womb to tell story of what happens after the birth. But Bunty and Bubbly did step out of the womb, did step out of the comfort zones, and story thereafter is history. We are here about 7 billion strong because all of us and each of us did walk out of the comfort zone, started living this life. Toastmaster of the day, dear guest and my dear friend, story of today that I am going to narrate is a piece of wisdom that I borrow from Imran, that I borrow from Sandeep and yourself. Live life is awesome, be committed, and live a life that's worth living for. Mind over matter. Let me tell you another story of Mullah Nasruddin. Mullah Nasruddin is a very famous anecdotal story in Turkey and in India and in Pakistan as well. So once Mullah Nasruddin was drowning in water and someone saved him. And while saving, what will you give me if I save you? And Mullah says, I'll sell my entire bungalow which is 1 million worth and I'll give you all the money. And he saved him. And after saving, Mullah is like scratching his head. Oh no, what did I do? Better I would have drowned $1 million worth of bungalow. Why should I give it to him? But then he walked out of his comfort zone and thought of an idea. He said, okay, I'll sell my bungalow, but I have a condition. I'll sell my cat along. And tomorrow is the auction. Next day, there was an auction. The bungalow and cat on sale as a bundle deal. Price of the cat, $1 million. Price of the bungalow, $1. People worried, Mullah, you're making a mistake. Mullah said, no mistake, this is the bundle deal, take it or leave it. People said, okay, doesn't matter, $1 for a cat and $1 million for the bungalow. That's what we'll think, doesn't matter to us. And people bought it. And what Mullah did, he stepped out of his comfort zone. He kept the cat for $1 million and gave $1 back to the person who saved him. Think outside the comfort zone. Mind over matter. 90% of our sickness, our diseases, our ailments is mind, or can be cured by mind. Once a person came to a doctor, said, there is a fly inside my body and I can't seem to get rid of it. Doctor says, there is no such thing. So please doctor, don't tell me this. I've come after a long time trying different doctors for 1 year and you are the most famous one, so please don't tell me that. Doctor said, the fly cannot live inside your body, it will die. It can't be. No doctor, I've been experiencing it. Okay, let's do this. You probably are right. Let me feel, where is the fly? He said, it's inside my head right now. Doctor touches it. Oh yeah, I can feel the pumping. You are right. The person is elated, very happy. Because one person finally found an entire world in 1 year who actually believed him. And that was the best way to cure someone who has a mind thing. You know, that's the best way to cure a food. To give him assurance. Doctor said, okay, there is one way I can cure you. You keep telling me where the fly is. Close your eyes. Keep a towel on his eye. And okay, where is it? Oh, leg. Now at the hand. Now at the neck. Okay, at the neck. Now cough. Cough very forcefully. And immediately the fly will come out. He coughed. In the meantime, doctor has arranged a fly inside a bottle and showed him, see, this is the fly. Ah, cured. Mind over matter. Singapore was not to be unless we were separated from Malaysia. Mind over matter. Look at what we are today. Because of belief of those determined few pioneer generation that we could make Singapore what it is today. It's mind over matter. And thirdly, believe in yourself. Once there was a race among stalls, some very healthy, some not so healthy. And they were supposed to run 1 kilometer. The patch of the road was sometimes muddy, sometimes watery, sometimes very hot. One after the other, torch kept failing because the cheerers they were standing by side. They could say, no, you can't do it, it's so difficult. Oh, there are thorns there, the path is really difficult. No torch ever crossed that path. It's so hot, you can't do it. And it was really affecting the torch. And one after the other, the torch kept failing. Until one final torch, very lean, very weak, very thin, he could make it to the finishing line, and he won. And when they asked him the secret of his success, he couldn't answer. You know why? Because he was deaf. He was deaf. He couldn't hear the people telling him about his failures. And that was the secret of his success. Don't trust them. Don't recognize your failures. Say, it's awesome. My friend Sandeep.
It's awesome.
Movie 3 Idiots. All is well. All is well. Kept telling your heart, all is well. All is well. And last but not the least, don't forget to enjoy yourself. No matter what you wanted to become in life, almost none of you have made it. That's the funny secret of life. That almost all of us wanted to be a pilot or a soldier, but some of us hardly make it, and most of us don't. But we can still do it. Enjoy your life. Revive your old hobbies. Take time out of your work schedule to do what you really wanted to do in life. Take baby steps towards your hobbies. Find time for yourself. Walking out of your comfort zone, Toastmasters is one such example. It's also an example of enjoying yourself and doing something outside your work schedule. Friends, don't be bogged down by problems, because life is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. Life is a journey